said smell like fish?
To judge. Like,
says twerking at a funeral.
now I'm not the one to judge. Like, I'm not. I'm finding it. Hold on. Like, okay, rest in peace to whoever passed away. I understand that was her favorite dance, all that good stuff, right? But that couldn't wait for the repass. That can wait until after y'all got out of the just shaking and gyrating in the Lord's house. I am baffled. Clutching my pearls. Jesus!
So because whoever it was, rest in peace. That was their favorite dance, to twerk, basically. Now y'all all gonna do it. Listen, man, you can honor somebody, but still keep your morals and integrity intact. So that's enough, huh? To just get you to break character and just get you to do all type of wild things in a church. Might I add, in a church. This is why a lot of Christians, I can't even take people serious, man, because you're not even serious about it.
It is. Turn around and face the wall. Sir.
A broad daylight performance forces police to intervene. They arrived expecting a simple warning.
The caption says, "Woman twerks on police after wild public incident ends in arrest."
It is. Turn around and face the wall. Sir.
A broad daylight performance forces police to intervene. They arrived expecting a simple warning, but instead, they walked into pure defiance. The real circus is just warming up.
It's not.
I think it's appropriate.
You think it's appropriate?
Yeah.
She's not. To be having oral sex.
Defending lewd behavior takes a special kind of arrogance. She genuinely believes the officers are interrupting her romance. Wait until the alcohol completely takes the wheel.
Honestly, stand up.
They were doing what on the bench? They were doing... That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Y'all, before we get back into it, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And it's literally just a click. So if you're here anyway, you might as well click that like button. And then also if you can hype the video as well.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
It is.
Turn around and face.
Liquid courage makes them feel completely untouchable. Instead of cooperating, they mock the law. A brutal reality check is arriving immediately.
I'm kidding.
Put your hands behind your back. Sit down or I will tase you.
What are you gonna do?
Turn around and face the wall.
What are you gonna do?
Turn around and
What are you
you
gonna
are
do?
under arrest. Turn around and face the wall.
The warnings are crystal clear, yet ignored like background noise. The defiance turns a citation into a physical confrontation. She's begging for a painful escalation.
I would love to get tased.
Turn around, face the wall, and put your hands behind your back.
She places her order for a taser with twisted pride. After ignoring multiple commands, the
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Welcome to the shit show. Why have I been fired from my job? Like, I have never been fired, ever.
The caption says, point of view, you just got fired for the first time, and now you're trying to process everything.
Like, I have never been fired. Ever. Ever. Never have I ever. Okay? Never been fired from a job. Mind you, I got fired because some nosy ass, no title having hating ass bitch decided to record me outside in the parking lot and ran to HR. My ex-husband says that I have a personality that people either really love or they just can't fuck with.
Record you out in the parking lot doing what? Record you out in the parking lot doing what? I have not seen this video, but I have an idea of what they recorded her out in the parking lot doing. I haven't seen it, but I kind of know what it was because I stumbled across somebody else who had a video about it. And so I just decided I'm going to react to it. Why are you being cryptic about that, ma'am? Why don't you just go ahead and say what it was that they recorded you doing in the parking lot at work?
My ex-husband says that I have a personality that people either really love or they just can't fuck with.
Okay. Interesting.
I guess she don't fuck with me. Cause
Ain't that ironic? Ain't that ironic? She said, my ex-husband said I have a personality that you either really love or you really don't F with. And it's kind of ironic. He's your ex-husband. Because that means at one point he really loved it. And then at another point, he really didn't F with it. Ain't that something? Ain't that ironic? What it sounds like is that I think you have a personality that at the beginning you give the perception and you present as something that somebody could really love. And then when they get to know you for longer, then they really don't F with it. Could be wrong, but you had the job. So that means that you were able to pass the interview phase. So they really loved you as a candidate. But then when you continued to stay at that organization, you started displaying certain behaviors and actions that they realized they couldn't associate with.
I guess she don't fuck with me. Cause I'm genuinely shocked. My phone has not stopped blowing up. Everyone else is genuinely shocked. Trying to drag my name as well, I won't stand for it. Because what we're not going to do is take a video of me outside dancing, doing a little shimmy, doing a little twerky twerk, not even a hands on your knees twerk. Not even a hands on your knees twerk. All I did was lean forward. Okay? We're not going to take a video of me outside dancing on someone or close to someone.
She don't have a lot of comments, but you should see these comments. You really think that's acceptable to be twerking at work? In the parking lot? You know what's crazy? What would make you think that that's acceptable to twerk at work? Did you not do your HRS harassment training? And you know what's funny? She's twerking in the parking lot, right? She doesn't think that that's a problem at a corporation. But you know what's funny? If some creepy dude in IT would have came up to her and said, "Hey, Tynesha, I really liked your twerk. I really enjoyed it watching your cheeks." Then all of a sudden she would have a case to report him. But you don't think subjecting people in the parking lot to that holds you accountable for that? See, people think that the harassment only goes one way. Ladies think that. No, you can be harassing people too. If they don't want to see that, then they can say that that's harassment. You didn't even think of that? And I brought up the comments because you should see what these people are saying in the comments. You know, you got married people at work. You don't think that other women who are at work aren't going to take offense to that and be like, "Oh, she's doing that in front of all these women's husbands or whatever, anything." Terrence said, "I hope you confronted them or at least challenged the termination with HR because that don't even make sense." You see you see how we think, man. That don't even make sense. So she thinks that's acceptable behavior at work. Another woman said, "Girl, huh? No way. I don't know if she's getting excited about her or if she's holding her accountable. So we'll just keep that neutral." Tara says, "Was this happening on company grounds?" Yeah, she said it was in the parking lot. If so, why? That employee been watching you, I guarantee you, or they've been secretly been trying to find a way to get rid of you, and this gave them more ammo to do so. Look how like that's how you think. Yeah, you're spiteful like that to where you'll be watching somebody. You don't think that it could just so happen that any reasonable person at work, especially if it is another woman, would see that and be like and feel uncomfortable? You don't think that that could just naturally happen? Let me tell you something. If I'm at work, see, because we keep trying to separate that from being a, explicit act. No, that's explicit. That's explicit. If I'm at work and it's a sassy dude in the parking lot flapping his meat back and forth, front and back, then I'm gonna report that because I don't want to see that. So what make you think you flapping your cheeks? People want to see that at work. Why do y'all think that that's something socially and publicly acceptable to where you're talking about, I hope you confronted them and challenge the termination with HR? How are you going to challenge that? Why do you even think that's challengeable? Another woman said, "I'm sorry that they hate you." And then another woman said, "Document everything and revisit when you can." Those are the only comments. Document everything. Ma'am, you've been documented. This is the insanity. This is the insanity. You can't just go to work and work. What was even the intention? We just moving out here intentionless. What's the intention? How does that help you? How does that do anything for you? How does that frame you in a way to where that now could present all type of opportunities? I'm not understanding.
All I did was lean forward. Okay? We're not going to take a video of me outside dancing on someone or close to someone.
On someone.
Run to HR. Suspend me pending an HR investigation. Take less than 24 hours for that investigation. Say that the company has a no tolerance for sexual harassment.
I told you.
But not even go talk to the person that y'all claim was harassed.
Ma'am.
Am I
tripping?
Ma'am,
it doesn't have to be. Anyone watching or who witnesses it can feel that way. It comes down to their feelings. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So you think that a dude could be in a cubicle with another chick or whatever, stroking it. And so as long as she doesn't feel harassed, if you walk by and catch him with it out, just stroking it, then all of a sudden, well, you got to go talk to her. Did the person that he was stroking it to feel harassed? No. Anybody who observes it, witnesses it, and then feels uncomfortable has a case for that. I see you weren't paying attention during your training.
harassment, but not even go talk to the person that y'all claim was harassed. Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Somebody told me I should seek legal counsel. Honestly, I don't
Always trying
even
to seek
have the
legal
fucking
counsel.
time, bitch. I just lost my job. I gotta figure out the next fucking move.
You got nothing
Mind
but
you,
time.
I've never been written up, never had like a final, never had any disciplinary type of actions or like literally nothing. This is literally my first offense. If you had an issue with what
That's
I
a
was
bad
doing
offense.
outside in the parking lot off the clock,
That's how you know that people just think that that stuff is normal. They think that it's professional to be able to twerk just because everybody doing it on TikTok. You done got too lost in internet world, ma'am. The real world don't work like that. Yes, that's inappropriate. It's like you think it's normal. So you've had a good track record all this time. And then you think like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. That's a huge deal. People will sabotage themselves in huge ways, even after they've already built a good track record that could then position them to be able to get better positions. That's just something dumb. And that's why I said be intentional. What is your intention when you're doing that? Especially when you're at work, you should be intentional. If the intention doesn't help you progress in your career or anything like that, then why are you doing it? What was the point? You dancing on another coworker, twerking in the parking lot. Why would you even want to represent yourself that way? That's what we really have to explore. When I think of that, you just dancing on coworkers. How I look at you now is like, oh, anybody can get it anytime. You just out there with it. That's how I perceive it. Oh, that's how you representing yourself.
nothing. This is literally my first offense. If you had an issue with what I was doing outside in the parking lot off the clock, you could have just came outside and said something to me. I don't fuck with people's money. I don't fuck with people's living situations, and I don't fuck with people's kids. Those are three dangerous things. You're playing a dangerous fucking game, and now you gotta run me that whenever I see you again.
See?
Cause that shit's weird. Did me being outside enjoying myself, was that too much for you? Like I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't even know what to say. Like I've been in bed for 2 days. Whether what my ex-husband said was true or not about how people feel about me, one thing about it, I don't give people no smoke. I am retired.
See, and that was probably her ex-husband giving her a warning. She took it like it was cute or something, but that was him actually giving you a warning. See, when people give you indication of maybe something that you can't recognize because you're in your body, but they're actually able to observe you from the outside, and then they tell you about something, you're supposed to become conscientious about that. And you're supposed to learn how to operate within that, especially in different dynamics, whatever you may have it. I also have a rule that I don't play with people's money, but ma'am, you play with your own money. You just playing in general. You just playing in life. And it seems like you're kind of screwing your life up. I don't know about the divorce situation, but that's one thing that isn't there anymore, but that can happen to anybody. Cool. But this was completely avoidable. So it makes me think maybe you did something that was completely avoidable, maybe in your marriage too. Because you seem a little goofy, and usually it's people who just destroy things that just have a goofy mindset. And by goofy mindset, it's like you don't even understand how you were your own downfall. I feel like a fifth grader could understand why you got fired. So the fact that you still don't understand it and you think it's on somebody else is kind of crazy. Listen, man, if I'm doing something where I'm just showing my A at work, I can just be like, yeah, that was on me. I fumbled that. I don't know what I was thinking. I've had situations like that happen. But the fact that you did something as egregious as that, and you're trying to remove accountability from yourself and you putting it on the people who reported you, I think it's crazy. Now, I wouldn't have reported you because, like I said, that is my philosophy. But I'm also aware of life and I'm aware of other people. And I'm aware that, shoot, yeah, there's a lot of people who, if they get a chance to get you, they're going to get you. But ultimately, you got you. It's just somebody else reported it. But it was you, man. It doesn't get more crazy than this.
Said was true or not about how people feel about me. One thing about it, I don't give people no smoke. I am retired. I am a retired crash out, babe. Like, I don't give people no smoke. I'm too old. I don't want to run that with nobody. I don't want no issues. I don't want no problems. I'm very unproblematic because I don't have time for the chaos. It's not possible. And I don't like negative energy. And I just don't want no parts. I don't want no parts of nobody else's chaotic lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? So I really just be like to myself, I just started making friends, bitch.
It's so funny, man. She telling me I don't want no part of chaos. I like peace. You look everything but peaceful. She look every dot that you can connect as far as somebody that's chaotic and just out there. She has the bonnet, the nose ring, divorce, twerking at work. Ma'am, all the context clues point that you are chaotic, you are problematic. And then even the fact that you said the woman or whoever reported you, they got to run you. They got to run that with you. When she says run that, she means they got to fight. You got to see me about that. We got to knuckle up. And then you even find it as a term of endearment. You can tell she finds it cute to go around saying, I'm a retired crash out. Who says that and thinks that that's something to be proud of, or that you graduated from that, or a retired crash out? You still seem like you crash out. Y'all be delusional.
Like negative energy, and I just don't want no parts. I don't want no parts of nobody else's chaotic lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? So I really just be like to myself, I just started making friends, bitch. So it's like, I'm genuinely confused when people cross me. Because for what? For what? You inserted yourself for what? Like, I hope you got points with the company for that. I don't know. Maybe they gave your ass a title finally. I don't know. Are you head of security? I don't fucking know, bro. This literally just put a wrench in my plans. When I say I've never had a bigger career.
She said this just put a wrench in my plan. Okay, I got to hear this now. Oh, you had a career, huh? That's what it sounds like. So you had goals. This was all tied to your future and where you were trying to get to. And you twerking at work. You can't make this up. This can't be real. Because that's so avoidable that you have nobody else to blame but yourself. She's talking about this put a wrench in my plans. I didn't know you had plans, ma'am. That makes it even funnier than ever now. When you have plans, ma'am, you do something called keeping your nose clean. You stay out the way so that you can ultimately get them plans across the line. You stay under the radar. You think that twerking in the parking lots on another coworker is staying under the radar?
I've never had a bigger career opportunity than the one that just went down the fucking drain.
Ooh. Yep, it was a career.
Yeah. It's bad.
She had an opportunity. Bad. Ooh.
So we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna kick that bitch in the chest. Yo, yo, I can't even believe this. I really can't. Welcome.
I'm gonna be real, man. When you fumble like this, it's gonna be hard to bounce back. Cause that was so completely avoidable. I mean, goodness gracious, man. You had a good career. You had a good situation. Why you can't just twerk when you get off work? You're a chick. If you want to twerk on that dude so bad, all you would have had to do was say, uh, go to the next parking lot over and just say, once we get off work or during our break, go twerk on him over there. Or just twerk on him after work. Trust me, he would oblige. Guaranteed. So she had a career. And what I was going to say is, man, opportunities don't come that often in life. When you get an opportunity, you got to go deep in on that opportunity. You got to extract everything out of that opportunity. And you got to come away from that opportunity retaining a lot from the opportunity. It sounds like she had a good opportunity where she could have went real deep and this could have really set her up and she could have built on it. But now, see, because what she's also not thinking about is the collateral damage that's going to come as a result of this, as well as the fact that she decided to come on TikTok. So this is going to just market it even more. This is going to add more fuel to the fire. If it's not already on your record that you were terminated for SH, now you came on TikTok too. And now you're recognizable in that way. Because it's going to live online forever now. Even if it doesn't blow up right now, it's just going to continue to go and go and go forever. It's internal. It's solidified. It's so solidified. Even if you took this video down, it's still going to live in the place where I first saw it, which wasn't on TikTok, and even on my channel. People not even thinking of that. The internet is forever. But ultimately, that's going to be on your file as a termination. Because you got terminated. Yeah. You effed up big time. For SH too? Like they actually put it under that? F the opportunity. I don't know how you're going to get another one. Now, she'll be able to... I'm trying to be optimistic for you, but I feel like everything comes full circle, though. I feel like everything comes full circle. I feel like the dots usually connect. It's just going to be dependent on how you use the situation. I've been in situations like this, so it's possible to bounce back and recover, but it's going to take a lot on your end. And fortunately, you should have the energy that's needed for everything that it's going to take, because somebody did this spitefully against you. So that should infuriate you. But then you want to harness that anger and you want to use it towards bouncing back and becoming more successful than you would have even been in this position. Now, easier said than done, but you have everything you need. But I don't have too much faith in you, because you're adding insult to injury. And by insult to injury, you're just compiling on to the self-inflicted wounds. Because honestly, if you're going to try to get past this, you need to try to pretend like it doesn't exist and move forward. But you exacerbated it even further by coming online, putting a face to name and explaining the situation, outlining it, because you think that is normal, but it's not. So you came on and further explained yourself as a liability. And then to add insult to injury again, then you say you're a retired crash out, while in the meantime saying all the ways that you wish that you can crash out. And like you just said, kick somebody in the chest. Ain't that something? Y'all, we'll leave it there for today. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video. Hype is a new feature that YouTube offers, where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I am a smaller creator, a smaller channel, we actually get more points per hype. And hype was designed for smaller channels. So that's why. But if you come across a video and you don't see the hype button, then it's probably been over 7 days. And hype usually vanishes after 7 days. So it's usually best practice if you want to hype to just go ahead and hype while the iron is hot on a newer video. And then also, if you want to become a member of the channel as well, the join button's on the video. And what becoming a member of the DXU family will come with is you would get badges next to your comments, where it will show people that you are a member whenever you leave a comment, as well as you would get early access to content and also exclusive content that's not available for everyone else on YouTube. So again, if you want to become a member, the join button's on the video. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.